Okay, so let's go ahead, and this tutorial we're going to create canyon, and we'll do this by first going inside our layout, and you can see right here we'll just have a little bit larger main extend so we have a good view. Okay, what we need to do is creating first layout or kind of terrain shape. Let's create by using our advanced purlin. Will be our just general kind of noise creating the generator. Okay, let's go inside, and you can see right here this is our place. So that you can create a multiple ways. The one we're going just to draw some areas, and as example we'll go to create a new layout. Okay, and we have a choice. We can create boxes, polygons, or other areas. And for the reverse, lines is fine, but I think the polygons will work a little bit better for our kind of what we want to do canyon. So I'm going to just create right here, and maybe create one more right there. And when we're done, right click. So it's create our polygons. Anytime when you want it, you can double click on this area and just, readjusting, reworking on those areas. Okay, so for this one, actually, I want to add a little bit of the breakup. So it's just, you can see a straight line with breakups. It's creating a little bit more natural kind of look at effect. And of course, we can modify how we look, and in some case probably this curve fallout will look a little bit better. Let's see our fallout distance. Again, if we want to little bit more edge, we probably move closer, but I want to actually move sharper slightly. Okay, we'll go inside, and you notice right here as we're creating a mask already attached us, so it saves some time. Let's go inside and take elevations, bring up. Right here, we'll click OK. And as we preview, you can see right there, we have a very beautiful, just beginning shape. This is quite a bit wide canyon, several miles, but it's still kind of look nice for us. So then next, I want to rework and add some effect to the ground, as well add more effect to our canyon itself. So the one thing we can do is creating a new generator, which will represent bottom of our place, like right here. And by using combiner, we can create. Also, we can add just to this shape guide. So right here, it's kind of bringing them together when we start working with the combiners. Okay, so we'll go to connect two of those. Okay, and you can see right here the reason why it says we can add, because you can see we can adding those shapes just like right here example. You can see how it's going and going down a little bit, so it's kind of start somewhat matching top one and bottom. It's the reason why try kind of adding to our shapes, so you can see we have it going and kind of continuing this way. Okay, also I want slightly affecting on this height, so we'll go inside expander, put it clamp, and we take our expander, and you can see we can modify actually decreasing or increasing it. And I'm just taking this slightly down. Okay, right here, we can also just use the clamp and bringing overall this down. So we have effect, but it's not as strong because I don't necessarily want increase the floor too much, but with these ones we have kind of nice effect applied to this. Okay, let's also check on our clamp, and we can do with the add We'll just add a small, or we can go with a max. We'll do same things. For example, on this case, mostly it's on the floor will affect one effect on the top, so you can go. But again, if you go with the max, some of those integrations kind of will affect, but not as strong. Okay, let's go do it this way. And right here we have our canyons. So the next what I want to do same, it's add on a canyons a little bit more strata effect. On in this case it's terraces will be, so it will affect those edges. So we'll go inside here and we can go and click and add terraces. Okay, let's go open, bring maybe number of terraces a little bit higher and click OK. If we preview, it's add, but it's also add them on the bottom and sometimes on the top. So we want modified. We don't want to actually, I don't want them straight. I want them change a little bit on the shapes. And if we look inside, you'll notice right here we have it shape and other ones. So we can go to the terrace shape and connect and modify to this point. So let's go to generator. I'll just use Perlin noise. And we can use this one to work a little bit, connect to our shapes and other effect. Okay, so what we're going to do is we can also select and connect to our high field generator. The one thing is what's happening now, we look, see it's not straight, but it's very noisy. So we can go inside and switch this to little bit less noisy. And you can see we start having kind of like a little bit distortion. Again, it's not as straight, it's going up, kind of start affecting a little bit better. Instead, the Perlin noise, you can always try to play around with a different type of generators. Sometimes is Voronoi will work good, and you can always go and modify on a different type of this. Okay. So just different generators and see how well they will work for you. Okay, so in this case you can see they work even slightly different. So they're not necessarily straight, but they're going kind of down and up. All that stuff. So let's go, like for example, we can go to here. Let's go to Locket, our preview. And we can go inside and you can play a little bit with the presets. So you can see how they will affecting. Okay, for example, we can go to the cell. And sometimes that does not look very good. So right here you can see a cell. The reason why it's how it's breaking up. So the one is actually work very well if we do below on advanced Perlin. And if we switch basic to below, you can see how it's come up. Or rigid, this will work kind of good. So we can go to below, pop up a little bit higher because a little bit smoother. Give it better curves kind of effect to us. Pop this way. And connecting. So with this one, we actually will have it just slightly better. You can see it's kind of give it smoother effect. Still be straight, but it's some areas not. So it's give it a bit more natural kind of curving. Okay, so next what I want to do, it is control where the terrace is going, because I not necessarily want them apply on a lower or bottom. And this is we're going to do with control like masking input. So let's do this in the next tutorial.